So, lower body today again. So we'll start as we do, because we're all sitting down. Looking forwards, rocking from side to side on those seat bones. And then come down to rest on that middle bottom. Put the hands behind the thighs. Sink yourself back onto your tailbone. And then pull forward and lift your chin up and stretch up. And then go back and sink back. And then come up onto the front bottom. Chest forward, chin up, eyes to the sky. Put your hands on the floor behind you. Push that chest forward and then push those knees down to the floor so we can lever ourselves into that neutral spine position. Pull those shoulders back and down. Relax, put those hands on the legs, roll those shoulders back. So up to the ears, all the way back, all the way down. Up to the ears, all the way back, all the way down. Leave them in a down position and pull that chin into your chest. Pull that chin over into your chest. And then turn the head round to the right hand side slightly and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And then turn the head round to the left hand side. And feel the stretch in the back of the neck, keeping those shoulders down. Go back to the front, put your hands about half a foot or a foot behind you. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze your arms together and straighten those arms, and then pull that chin right down into the chest again. Pulling that down, and then take that head over to the left. Stretching in the back of that neck, and then take that head over to the right. Stretching in the back on the other side. Pulling those shoulder blades back. Come back to center, release the arms and release the head. Rolling those shoulders, reaching those hands down towards the feet. Make sure those feet are parallel, the middle line of your feet pointing up to the ceiling. Pull yourself forward, knees can be soft, and try to feel the stretch evenly through your back, so it's not more in the lower back. If it is, straighten the lower back a bit and curve more in the top. So you create the curve, not your back. Put yourself down, push those knees down, and then sit up nice and tall. Put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, and just turn that body round to the right. Pushing up and looking over that shoulder. And then coming back to center, right hand on left knee, left hand behind. Pushing up off that left hand. Turning around, looking over that left shoulder. And then come back to center, sitting up nice and tall. Roll yourself back down to flat. All the way down to the ground, take the arms over the head. Reaching those fingers away from the toes, pushing the right hand away from the right foot. And then the left hand away from the left foot. Reaching both hands away from both feet. Bring those arms back down by your side. Pull your right knee in towards your body. And really pull those knees apart. Pull that knee up to the armpit and push that left foot away from you. Focusing on that neutral spine, get your shoulders down into the floor. Focus on every rib touching the ground. See if the lower back will be a little bit elevated whilst you're in this position. Pulling that knee in, pushing that other foot away. And then pull that other leg in. Pulling those knees up towards the armpits. Push that right leg away and pull that left leg in. Pulling that left leg in, pushing that right foot away. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Pull that right leg in again. Let those legs drop out to the side. So we've got the hands on the inside of the thighs, pushing against, opening those thighs up. And just resist against the arms, pushing those legs as if we're trying to squeeze them together, but without actually moving them. Lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Pull those shoulders into the floor and down. And then a little rock from side to side. Breathing in, release that tension, breathe out and let those legs hang, just pull them apart with the arms. Breathing in and out. Pull those knees together. Hug them in and lift the tailbone up off the floor. Put the legs down on the floor, stretch them out straight, put the arms over the head. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Take those fingers up to the sky, chin into the chest. Roll yourself up to sitting and grab your roller. Grabbing the roller, push it across the mat behind you. And then leaning back onto your roller. Stretch yourself over it. So I'm leaning on the bottom part of my spot, my ribs. And I'm just going to open my chest and lay myself back over the roller. Breathing out as I lie back. And then breathe in and lift myself back up. So I'm like doing a sit up over the roller. Roll the roller up a bit. And open the chest over the roller. Putting the head down on the ground. And then sit oneself up again. And then move the roller up again. Take hold of the head. Open that chest, laying over the roller. Breathing in and out. And then sit oneself up again. Move that roller up again. Take hold of the head. And laying back over the roller. And sit oneself up. Bend your knees. I've got my head in my hands. Letting it hang over the roller. Lift my bum up off the ground and move the body on the roller. All the way up, all the way down. Full length of your back. Letting it. Try to keep your bum on the ground. Try to keep your head as low as you can on the ground. Big breaths in and out. One breath all the way up with the roller, one breath all the way down. And then roll over onto the right hand side a little bit. And feel the ribs moving, getting pressed. And then come into the center. And then go all the way onto the left hand side. All the way up, all the way down. Relaxing that head. Letting the ribs get mobilized. And then right onto the back again. One up and down there. If you want, you can do one more on the left. And then one more on the right. And then rest that bum on the ground. Heel yourself back up and bring the roller down into the middle of the mat. And actually, let's not bother to sit on that. So let's go straight onto the ball. So grab your tennis ball. And we're going to put the ball under our bum. Pull the ball under the bum. And we're going to roll it. It's under my right hand side. So I'm rolling it in the fleshy part of my buttock. Rolling it. And go over onto the edge as well. So tip the pelvis so that you get it in the side bit of your buttock. That's the area that gets quite pulled and tight when our knees become unstable. So rolling over onto the outside edge of the bulbous bit of our buttock. And then find a tight point and bring that knee up and down. Bring that knee up and down. All the way up, all the way down. And then you can just move that ball a little bit. Whilst doing that, find another tight spot to bring that knee up and down. Massaging into that fleshy bit. Good. Good, and then keep moving. Keep those shoulders back while you're supporting your body. Don't let yourself hunch forward. And then finding another spot, and let's straighten the leg out and bring it back. Straighten it out and bring it back. Straighten it out and back. Good. And then roll that ball onto the other side. And again, just explore in the muscle. So go all the way over to the side. And notice that actually you probably aren't having knots in the same place necessarily. Then pull that leg up and down. Pull the knee up to the sky, down to the floor. Keep moving the ball until you find a good knot. And then just massage it. Move the ball around a bit, and then you can do the leg straight and a leg bend. So the difference between pulling the leg up and down and in and out is really just the angle of you're getting all of the muscle fibers working, because the muscles obviously work in different actions. Okay, and then just roll it around and give that a bit of a massage. And then hop off that ball. Okay, grab your roller, pull the roller across the mat, and then we can just massage a bit more with that roller into the bum. You can feel how it doesn't pinpoint anything you like as much. And then roll onto the other butt cheek, going out onto the side as well. Okay, go straight onto it and pull the roller down your hamstrings. All the way down. And if that doesn't really feel like anything, lift one leg up and just do one leg at a time. Turning that leg inward, turn that foot inwards a bit, and then turn that foot outwards. And then we're just going to whiz around the leg. So as if you're rolling pastry. Go all the way up. Not that I roll pastry very often. All the way up and all the way down. So turning onto the side. All the way over onto the outside edge of my leg. And then all the way over onto the front edge of my leg. So I'm just doing one leg at a time. Going right up into the hip. Right down onto the top of the kneecap when you come onto your tummy. And right up into the hip. And then changing onto the other leg. Right through the fleshy part of the thigh. Right over the pubic bone and into the top, into the hip area. And then turning onto the outside edge of that leg. Good. And then all the way over. And then onto the back of the leg again. So back of this left leg. And then pop your bum on the floor. Roll the roller down to the calves. Start with it in the fleshy part. Oh, I can already feel that's going to be tight. So rolling down to the top of the Achilles and up to the back of the knee. You might have to shuffle the bum up and down, or just bend your knees a bit as you roll it up. Turn the feet in and then turn the feet out. Good. And then pop the bum on the floor and move the roller out of the way. Okie dokie. So, sitting on the end of our mats. So, put those feet straight, those legs straight in front of you. Spread your toes, turn the toes outwards, turning the feet out to the side. Pull those feet right in. So, see if you can touch the soles of your feet together. It gives me a bit of spasming in my toes. Turn those feet out again. Pulling those feet around, trying to touch the soles together. Turning those feet outwards again. Pulling those soles together. Turning those feet out. Turn the feet to the right. Turn the feet to the left. Feet up straight. Reach those fingers down towards the ankles, pulling yourself forward. Breathing in and out. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Turning yourself around to the left. Left hand on right knee, turning round. And then the other way. Good. Swing your feet round behind you and come up onto all fours. Coming up onto all fours. So middle fingers are parallel. Hands under the shoulders. Sinking that back down to the floor, eyes coming up, breathing in. On the out breath, pushing that back up to the sky, tucking the bottom under, eyes down. Breathing in. On the out breath, sinking down, eyes up. On the in breath, pushing up. Arching the back. Come into neutral. Lengthen the head from the tailbone and glide backwards. Take the bum back towards the heels without turning into child pose, keeping that neutral spine. Come back up onto all fours. Glide back. Come back up onto all fours. Glide back. Come back up onto all fours. Turn that left hand over, palm up, and thread that under the right arm, pushing that arm through, pushing off that right arm, turning the eyes up to the sky towards the right. Breathing in and out, push through. Breathing in and out. Push off that right hand, come back up onto all fours. Take that left hand all the way up to the sky on the left hand side. Trying to lift that left shoulder up, opening up that chest. Trying to, with a straight arm, trying to take that left hand behind you. And then swing that through, under that shoulder, under that right arm. Pushing, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Push off that right hand, take that left arm up into the sky again. Trying to get that left shoulder back, pushing off the right knee, supporting with that right hand on the floor, and then swing that through one more time. Swing that through, breathing in and out. And come back up onto all fours. Take that right hand, palm up, and just slide that through to start with. So just opening up that chest, pushing through, breathing in. On the out breath, bring that right arm up into the sky, pushing off that left hand, weight a bit more on my left knee, lifting, taking that shoulder back, and then swing that arm through. Breathing in and out. And then pushing off that left hand again, up into the sky, opening, breathing, and then pulling that arm through again, pushing and breathing in and out. And then come back up onto all fours. Slide the hands a bit more down the mat. Turn those toes over so the soles of your toes are pointing to the floor. Breathing in on the out breath, lift the knees up and come into the down dog position. Make sure that your balls of your feet are about 1 centimetre apart. Push those armpits down towards the toes. Knees are a bit soft. Push that right knee back. Push that left knee back. Push that right knee back. Push that left knee back. Push that right knee back, hold it there, and then push the left knee back to join. Wiggle those toes, spread them, put them flat on the floor, and then lift those heels up and bend that toe joint. Turn those feet out to the left, out to the outside, sorry, and then roll them around so that you're onto the big toe. And then put them centrally. And then take those heels back down to the floor. And then push that tummy button down to the thighs and the armpits down towards the toes. Breathing in. On the out breath, step that left leg forward between your hands. Step that left leg forward, lowering the groin to the floor. Pull that left knee out to the side. Let the body come down in between your thigh, on the inside of your thigh. Lengthen the chest forward, breathing in, push that heel backwards. Breathing out, drop that knee to the floor, turn the toe over. Stretching that back foot away, stretching that groin down to the floor, and come up onto your knee and your front foot. Tuck your pelvis forward, tuck your bottom under you, clench with that right buttock. Glide forwards, keeping yourself vertical here from the pelvis up the spine. making sure the leg is bending backwards in the pelvis. Now visualize you're pulling that back knee forward, so tense the front of this back leg. Roll those shoulders back, breathing in and out. Take this right arm up into the sky, breathing in, and on the out breath, release the tension in the front of the right leg, push the arm into the sky and glide the body forwards a little bit. Feel the stretch all the way through this right armpit. Feel it through down that right hand side. Feel it all the way through the pelvis, through the side of the hip, down through the front of that leg. Breathing in on the out breath, reach that arm up higher, push, push, push. Turn the body over a little bit. So you're stretching, curving, and release that arm to the floor. One hand either side of that front leg, glide the bum backwards, slide that leg forward a little bit. Try to straighten this front leg. Roll those shoulders down and back. Point that toe, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Try to get this front leg straight if you can. If it means you have to have your hand on that leg and the other hand back a bit or on the top of your fingers, then just that's what we have to do. So we want the leg straight, taking the tummy button down to the thigh, relax that foot, walk the hands around to the right hand side. So come round to my right knee. Right knee, push and take your hands as far around as you can go. Feel the stretch in the inside of that leg a bit more. Sink the bottom over to the left-hand side of the mat and you'll change the angle of the stretch. Walk the hands back towards that foot and walk them over to the left-hand side. You'll feel this down the outside of the leg. Not quite so comfortable. Breathing in and out. Walk those hands back, one hand either side of that front leg. Pull your body down a bit. Turn the foot so the sole's on the floor and bend that front knee. And then pull your thigh right, your chest right down onto your thigh. Have that front knee soft. Stretch that head and chest forward. And then walk this foot backwards so that it's in between your hands. Glide your weight forward so it's over this front foot. Turn the back toe over, lift the back knee up. Hold yourself here, stretching through that groin, pushing that back heel backwards. And then taking the weight on the front foot, we're going to stand up, both feet in front, both feet are together in between the hands. Hands are down on the floor, push that tailbone up, pull that tummy button down onto those thighs. My knees are a bit bent. Hold myself here. Now try to push those knees backwards. Push that right knee back. Push that left knee back. Push that right knee back. Push both knees back. Hold yourself here. Hands on your thighs. Push up into that tabletop. Extend the head away from the tailbone. Pull those knees. Put the hands either side of your thighs. Pull your knees out in towards your hands and feel the glutes engage. Feel the glutes engage. Then if you wanted to stand up, you just carry on up to straight, squeezing the bum, pushing the hips forwards. Can take our arms out wide, hands over our head, reaching up tall. Then bring the arms out wide, chin into the chest, and we can roll ourselves down. Hands either side of the thighs, push that tailbone out behind you. Stop in the tabletop place. Hold the hands either side of those knees. Pull those knees outwards and engage the glutes. So when we bend forwards and stand up, we want these glutes engaged. So pushing out against my hands. I can feel my bum and then I release my back, hang down, but continue to push those knees apart and keep that glute engaged. Hand comes down to the floor, tummy button onto the thighs, knees are a little bit soft. Push that right knee back, push the left knee back. Push both knees back. Take the weight onto the right foot. Lift that left foot up and step it backwards. Keep that left knee off the floor. Keep this right knee out to the side so we've got the flesh of our belly in the inside of it. Push that right heel backwards. Stretch that head and chest forward. Breathing in and out. Drop that back knee to the floor. Really push that chest forward and turn that back toe over. Breathing in and out, stretching, stretching, stretching. Roll those shoulders back and then glide the body backwards and push that foot forward. Push that foot forward. And pull those toes up towards the nose. And push those toes away. Pull those toes up. Push those toes away. Walk those hands over to the left-hand side of the mat, to the left knee. Push that bum out to the right. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Walk those hands back to the front leg. And then come over to the left-hand side. Stretching, feeling the stretch down the outside of that leg. Come back to center. Push the bum back, push the knee down. Pull the toes up to the nose again. Push those toes away. And then slide that foot back between the hands. Push yourself up onto your knee and your hand. Tuck your tailbone under. Glide forwards with this back, with the torso, keeping the back knee engaged on the floor. Now visualize yourself pulling that back knee forward, so tense the front of that leg. Breathing in, on the out breath, roll those shoulders back. Breathing in, clench that bum. On the out breath, take the left hand up into the sky. Breathing out, release the tension of the front of that leg. Push that left hand up as if you're trying to reach the lights, reach the sky. Pushing that left hand up, clenching that bum. Stretching that left side. Breathing in and out. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Stretching, pushing up to the ceiling, clenching with the bum. Really push up and push over. And then take that hand over, back either side of the front leg. Hands on the floor. Turn the back toes over. Lift that back knee up off the ground, stretching that front leg, stretching that groin, and stepping the weight onto the right foot. Bringing both feet next to each other up the front here. Hands are on the floor, palms or knuckles. Knees are a bit soft. Push that right knee back. Push the left knee back. Push both knees back. Pull that nose down into your knees. Pull the nose down into your knees. Stretching. Okay, come into the tabletop position. Lengthen that head away from the tailbone. Hands out either side of the legs. Pull those knees out into your hands. Pull those knees out, engage those glutes. Roll yourself round to the floor again. Step that right foot backwards. Step that right foot backwards. Hold yourself in this lunge position. Support yourself with your hands. Slide your left foot towards your right hand and lower that knee down into pigeon. Drop the back knee to the floor. So I've slid my left foot to my right hand, lowered the left knee to the floor, down into the pigeon, stretching that right leg backwards, rolling those shoulders back, glide that right foot away. Breathing in and out, gliding and pushing that right leg away. Lower yourself down onto the floor, onto your elbows. Pushing, taking the chest all the way down. Slide those arms forward and take that chest down towards the floor. Breathing in and out. Trying to lower yourself down. Trying all the time to keep the chest an even distance from the floor and the pelvis an even distance from the floor. Walk those hands back to the front leg. One hand either side. Roll those shoulders back and down. Lengthen that back leg. Push those knees into the floor and take the hands off the ground. Holding those hands together behind your back, pushing those fingers towards your feet. Breathing in On the out breath, squeeze those shoulder blades together and try and lift those arms up towards the sky. Lift those arms up to the sky and lift the chest up to the sky. Pushing, breathing, release those arms. One hand either side of the front leg, slide that back leg back and lower yourself back down to the floor. Lower yourself back down, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, lengthening and breathing. Walk yourself back to the front mat. Walk your hands back to your front leg. Roll those shoulders back, lengthen that leg away. Take those hands off the floor one more time. And you don't have to hold them this time, just roll the shoulders back, push those hands behind you, lengthen that leg, feel the stretch in the front of this right leg. Big breath in, push that leg away, breathe out, hands on the floor in front again, and slide yourself all the way down and take your arms straight in front of you. Feel the stretch in the armpit, feel the stretch in the glutes, breathing in, and then breathe out and release. Walk your hands back to the either side of the front leg. Turn the back toes over. Lift that back knee up off the ground. And then push the body up, and we're going to come back into the down dog position. Back into down dog. So push that right heel down. Push that left heel down. Push that right heel down. Push the left heel. Tailbone up, armpits down, breathing in. On the out breath, bring that right leg through towards the left hand. Stretching, pushing, turn that left toe over. Lengthen that left leg away. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower that tummy down onto your calf. Push that left leg backwards. And lower your tummy down onto the floor here. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Push those hands up off the mat. Lift your body up. One hand either side of this front leg. Lengthen that leg behind you. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Take those hands behind. Hold those hands together. And push them down towards your foot, breathing in and out. Try to lift those hands up to the ceiling and lift that chest up to the ceiling. Lengthen that leg, pushing the chin forward, breathing in, pushing off those knees, keeping horizontal and breathing out. Release those hands, lengthen that leg behind you and lower yourself down onto the ground. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Walk those hands back to that front leg, roll those shoulders back and down, stretching yourself forward, taking those hands up off the floor again, not holding them together, pushing them back behind either side of my legs. Breathing in, opening that chest. Breathing out, pushing the hands back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen that leg. And then bring those hands back on the floor, either side. And slide them forward. Slide those hands right up straight in front of your head. Trying to get that chest down, focusing that the hip is even on the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. And melting into the ground. Bring those hands back either side of that front leg. Turn the back toes over. Lift that back knee off the ground. Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze and push that hip up off the ground. Push those hips up. Putting the weight on the right foot, put that right knee back. Put the weight on the left foot, put that left knee back. Put the weight on both feet, sink those knees back. Tummy button down towards the thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. stretching, stretching. And then glide yourself forward, drop your knees down to the ground. Drop your knees down to the ground. Middle of your middle fingers are parallel. Arch that back up. And then sink that back down. Eyes come up, spread the buttocks. Pull the knees apart on the mat. Turn the inside of the elbows forward and engage those shoulders. And then arching up, keep those elbows forward, keep those knees pulling out. And then sinking down, eyes coming up again. Spreading those buttocks. And then lowering yourself down onto your tummy on the floor. Hands stay either side of your head. Forehead on the ground. Lengthen those legs away. Clench the bum. Feel the pelvis is evenly on the ground. Forehead resting down, breathing in. On the out breath, lift the hand and forearm up and lower. Breathing in. On the out breath, hand and forearm up and lower. Breathing in. On the out breath, hand and forearm up. Whole arm up into the sky. Touch those elbows down. Lift those elbows up. Touch those elbows down. Lift those elbows up. Touch those elbows down. Lift them up. Touch them down. Lift them and hold them. Pulse them into the sky for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them up. Lift that head off the ground. Lengthen the head away from the toes. Clench the bum. Tighten the thighs so the knees and feet are off the ground. Keeping that head still. Lift those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them here. Lengthen those legs. Lift those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down to the ground. Slide those hands down next to your ribs. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders down, up to the ears, back and down. Lengthen those legs, clench the bum. Tighten the tummy, drawing the core. Breathing in. On the out breath, push off the hands and lift the front of the body up. Lengthening the chest. Tummy comes off the ground, protecting that lower back. Push all the way up onto those knees. All the way up, shoulders back. Breathing in. On the out breath, back into child pose. All the way back. Reaching, stretching, pulling those fingers forward. Stretching. If you want to go left hands to the left-hand side of the mat, stretch that lower back. And then slide the hands to the right-hand side of the mat. And then bring those hands back to the middle. And then come up onto all fours again. Slide the hands forward a touch. Middle fingers parallel. Turn the inside of the elbows forward. And glide yourselves back over into that up dog pose. Shoulders back, chest open, tummy engaged. And then lower down to the floor again. Lowering down to the floor, keep those shoulders back. Slide the hands up so they're level with the ears again. Breathing in on the out breath. Hand and forearm up and down. Hand and forearm up, whole arm up. Touch the elbow down. Draw in the core, clench the bum. Lift those arms up. Tighten the thighs, knees and feet are off the ground. Touch the elbow to the floor. Lift it up. Touch it down. Lift it and hold it. Pulsing up for 5. Heads on the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up. Lift that head up off the ground. Eyes are still down. Clench the bum. Point the toes. Tighten the thighs. Knees and feet are off the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Clench with the bum. Pulsing up again. Draw the tummy in. 5. Tummy's off the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything to the floor. Slide those hands down to your waist. Breathing in. On the out breath, clench the bum, tighten the thighs, lengthen legs, draw in the core. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and down. Lift that body up off the ground, come up onto your knees, protecting the lower back, open that chest, bum into the air, back into child pose. All the way back, pull those fingers forward, breathing in and breathing out. Come up onto all fours, arch the back up, sink the back down, arch the back up, sink the back down, come into neutral, lengthen the head away from the tailbone, breathing in. On the out breath, roll the shoulders back and down, turn the inside of the elbows forward, pull the knees apart, weight on that left leg. Take the right knee out to the side, bring it back in, take it out, bring it in, out, in, out, good, out and in, out and in, hold it out, pulse it to the sky, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back in, take the leg out and back, 1, 2, 3, clench the bum, lengthen the body, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep the torso still, 8, hang the leg underneath you again, take the leg out to the side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it in the air, pulse it up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, swing it underneath you, take it out straight, touch it to the floor and lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring it underneath, take it out to the side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, pulse it up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it underneath you, change legs, left leg out to the side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep the elbows forward, shoulders back, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, pulse it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, swing it down, bring the knee into the elbow and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring the knee under you again and out to the side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, swing it under, take it out straight, touch it to the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lengthen the body, 6, your wrists are sore, glide back over that knee a bit, 7, good, swing the leg under you, weight can be on the right knee, out to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse it up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down next to the other leg, slide back into child pose, push those arms forward, bend those wrists the other way, pull the fingers towards the face, push those arms away from you, walk the hands to the left hand side of the mat, stretch that lower back, walk the hands to the right hand side of the mat and stretch that lower back. Bring those hands to the middle, pull them forward. Come up onto all fours. back up. Sink that back down, bring the eyes up. Walk the knees forwards between your hands and sit yourself down. Legs out straight. Push those heels away. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Stretch that neck. Bring that chin up to the ceiling. Put the hands on the floor behind you. Lift yourself up off your bottom. Rest yourself down onto your middle bottom. Roll those shoulders. Take those arms into the roll. Bring them all the way up to the sky. Hold them in the air this time. Palms together. Push those hands up to the ceiling. Push that chest forward. Push those knees down. Breathing in and out. Reach those fingers up high. Push that chest forward. Breathing in and out. Pull forwards with your heels so that you don't sag in your lower back. Bring those arms out wide, down to the floor. Rest them on the thighs and roll your shoulders. Well done.